Hello, welcome to the video. I'm Hebrew Hybrid. I am going to be doing an overview of the newest book that I just got through the United States Postal Service. I do have a lot going on this table. I got my Superman light going on. Got some Brainiac figures because it seems like the month of May was themed for Brainiac. You know, McFarlane toys and certain objects that I've gotten. You know, maybe there was something in the stars that says, hey, Hebrew's going to be getting some Brainiac merchandise. So let's not waste any more time showing off my newest book. Just like I was saying, it seems like the month of May, for me anyway, was a month for Brainiac. You know, the Brainiac skull ships, part of the Superpowers line that McFarlane produces, they're starting to hit Walmart stores. And, you know, both the skull ships that I acquired have been through GameStop, but I have recently seen these in stock at my local Walmarts. So if you're looking for the skull ships, go to Walmart. They might have some in stock. Walmart's also been getting in the Superpowers Brainiacs. I was able to get 2 of these, one at GameStop and the other one at Walmart. So check your Walmarts. The Wave 7s for the Superpowers are starting to hit stores. And at my North Rock GameStop, I was able to pick up the Page Punchers Brainiac. Kind of looks somewhat like the classic Superpowers toy line from the mid to early 1980s. Let's crack this bad boy open, shall we? I've been kind of procrastinating for a few months to pick this up. I believe this was also delayed a few times too, as far as it being released to the public. I don't know if it's just the fact that the print shops that produce these omnibuses for DC are kind of backed up, or what's going on. This is something that I've been wanting ever since I first heard about it. Superman, the Silver Age Omnibus, Volume 1. It's got Brainiac on the front cover. Here's the front. Here's a closer look at the back cover. It's got all the specific issues pictured on it. Let's get started, shall we? Slice the plastic cover here. Just a slight score without cutting too deep. Open this up. Help me, I'm having problems. Alright. Remove the plastic cover like so. Move that out of the way. Let's go ahead and take this dust jacket off and get a lot closer look at the book and at the dust jacket. Got a nice little matte black cover here. Get a nice good look at the dust jacket and the contents that's inside the flaps. Different omnibuses that's offered, mostly with the Golden Age. Here's some of the text inside the back flap. Take a nice look at the spine here. Nice little impression right here. Totally identifies what this book is. Let's take a look at the contents. Nice cover page, all in black. Superman Silver Age Omnibus Volume 1. Here's the credits. Got Brainiac pictured in here, along with several different Bizarros. It's like they got Kal-El on trial for some reason. We have Mr. Mxyzptlk. Krypto's featured in here. All the various issues, I believe, in chronological order. I could be wrong about that. It's like jumps from Action Comics to Superman, back to Action Comics, back to Superman. So it could all be in chronological order. We have forewords. I remember seeing pictures of this particular issue. Superman delivering the the giant key to the door of the Fortress of Solitude. He has various different alien animals on display. He's got like a zoo exhibit where he's preserving, I believe, endangered species of various animals from different planets. Flipping to this particular issue is Action Comics 242, first appearance of Brainiac. We are introduced to this being named Brainiac, which kind of led to believe that he is a cyborg, which I think is later retconned that he is actually a living computer, 100% mechanical. But when they introduced him, seems like he has some organic components along with some mechanical. This particular story, he shrinks down several of the most well-known cities in the world, including Metropolis, which, Metropolis is a fictional city in the DC Comics universe. And as Superman is shrunk down himself and is stuck inside the bottle where Metropolis is at, he's able to escape, and he discovers that an old city that was on Krypton named Kandor was shrunk by Brainiac a long time ago and put in a bottle. He encounters one of the head scientists of Kandor, which used to work with his father Jor-El. They catch up a little bit on what's going on and what Kal-El's situation is on Earth. When Superman reverses the shrink ray, there's only one charge left, and he has a choice to either enlarge himself or enlarge the city of Kandor. And the unselfishness of Superman, he was going to go ahead and shoot the ray at Kandor, but the head scientist interrupts and shoots the ray at Superman because he believes that Superman is more beneficial to Earth as a hero than enlarging the city of Kandor. Superman sticks the city of Kandor that's still in the bottle in the Fortress of Solitude with the hopes of someday being able to re-enlarge it on Earth. We now come across Superman number 123, which introduces a Supergirl, but not the Supergirl that we're all familiar with, which is Kara Zor-El. This particular issue highlights a being that Jimmy Olsen manifests when he makes a wish onto a totem that is given to him that has Kryptonian physiology, is female in nature, and has the same weaknesses to kryptonite that Superman has. And after the story comes to an end, she tells Jimmy to take the wish back, and she disappears forever. And I kind of wonder if that created kind of like a demand to bring in another super being that has the same powers that Superman has. And sometime later, we are introduced to Kara Zor-El, aka Supergirl, in Action Comics number 252. Where on the front cover shows her leaping, flying right out of the spaceship that she crash lands on Earth. The story behind Kara Zor-El is that she is actually older than Superman. She actually got to babysit him when he was an infant on Krypton, was assigned to watch over him, but her rocket took a little bit longer, way a little bit too long to arrive on Earth. And as soon as she hops out, she is still aged as a teenager, while Kal-El is of adult age. So that's kind of a weird twist it did. Her suspended animation kind of delayed her aging process, so she was still technically a teenager, supposed to watch over Kal-El, as he's supposed to be the savior of Earth, be its ultimate defender. Action Comics number 254. We are not introduced to the first appearance of Bizarro, because the first appearance of Bizarro was actually in Superboy number 68. This, I believe, might be the second appearance of Bizarro, but the first appearance in a specific Superman title that was not Superboy related. Superboy number 68 came out in October of 1958. And from what I've read up on, the Bizarro that was in the Superboy issue and the Bizarro that it appears in this Action Comics, they're of different context. So they may be the same character, may not be. I am not totally sure, but this is a ongoing story. It extends to 2 issues. Issue number 255, and it is 255, should I say, is the first appearance of Bizarro Lois Lane. And Lois Lane turns the Bizarro ray. Lois Lane turns the Bizarro ray that created Bizarro when it was shot at Superman at herself, so that Bizarro would have a specific love interest that would keep him entertained, because Bizarro was just too infatuated with Lois, so Lois made a Bizarro clone of herself. Superman issue number 131 is the first appearance of the Silver Age Mr. Mxyzptlk, which is the imp from the 5th dimension, and it is the character that Superman must always try to get Mr. Mxyzptlk to say his name backwards in order to get him to return to his dimension. Because the thing with imps, they like to create chaos. Mr. Mxyzptlk isn't exactly, should I say, a villain per se. He's just somebody that likes to create mischief and just be a total pain in the ass to Superman. So he's always trying to come up with new ways to trick Mr. Mxyzptlk to say his name backwards, to get him to go back to his own specific dimension. Action Comics number 258. It's another issue that features Kara Zor-El as Supergirl, and this is the issue where she, I believe, first comes into acquaintance with Superman's dog Krypto. Yes, this is the issue. Action Comics number 258. This is not the first appearance of Krypto, should I say, because the first appearance of Krypto actually happened in Adventure Comics number 210, which I don't have any books that has that reproduced in. But this is the issue where Kara Zor-El first comes acquainted with Krypto. Lots and lots of specific one issue adventures that Superman has in this omnibus. Many appearances of the city of Kandor, stories featured in Kandor, making trips inside the bottle city of Kandor, adventures with Supergirl, adventures with Lois Lane becoming jealous of other love interests that Superman has, encounters with aliens of different races. Superman has had many girlfriends throughout the past. Some people are aware of Lois Lane. Some people are already aware of Maxima. But you got some adventures here where Superman is courting Lori Lemaris from Lemuria, which is another underwater city, kind of like Atlantis. So yeah, Lori Lemaris is featured in this omnibus. Mr. Mxyzptlk making another appearance later on down the line. Come across Bizarro Lois, Bizarro Jimmy, Bizarro Perry White. Many villains coming in, reoccurring, popping in, popping out. There's other books to watch out for if you ever are interested in reading up on other characters. There was a Supergirl Archive Editions that was published a couple decades ago. It is kind of hard to find. I don't know how expensive it really is. I was able to come across this maybe 10 to 15 years ago. Picked it right up. They've even produced collected editions with old Bizarro stories from Adventure Comics, so on and so forth. This omnibus is over 814 pages long. Lots of historical stories that's in here that have been retold over and over again. Some of them have found their way into cartoons. This omnibus contains lots of cool and exciting stories from the Silver Age. First appearance of Supergirl, like I said earlier. First appearance of Brainiac. Earlier adventures with Bizarro. Early adventures with Mr. Mxyzptlk. Pretty much the first Silver Age appearance of Mr. Mxyzptlk. Mr. Mxyzptlk does have some appearances in the Golden Age, but DC considers them two separate entities. The Golden Age Mr. Mxyzptlk and the Silver Age Mr. Mxyzptlk, two separate creatures from the fifth dimension. The earlier Golden Age adventures of Superman, it's a different time period. Very rarely did we actually see Superman and Lois Lane actually getting a physical lip lock as far as a kiss. Just certain comic panels that insinuates that they have kissed in the past. So in the Silver Age, there was a progression period, and you actually do see Superman and Lois Lane displaying their affections with one another, because they're pretty much in love with each other. Superman does date around, like you saw earlier, towards the end of the book, where he's out on a date with the mermaid Lori Lemaris. So yeah, the book contains lots of Kryptonian characters, good and bad. The colors have been fully restored. They've been touched up, colored brand new. Different coloring process. What we do today in our printing techniques and formats, different from what was being done from all the way from the Golden Age to even the Bronze Age of comics. This book does retail around $100 US, about $130 in Canadian currency. It is a very nice addition that you can have to your library if you're a big Superman fan. And I have not seen any solicitations for a volume 2 yet. That does not mean one is not coming. I just haven't really had my ear to the ground for a little while as far as what all's coming out and what all they're planning on producing, what is planning on being printed, ship dates, so on and so forth. But yeah, there you have it. Superman the Silver Age, Volume 1. If you enjoyed this overview of this book, Superman the Silver Age Omnibus Volume 1, should be a like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Helps out with the algorithm, helps make this channel grow. If you're interested in specific things as far as toy hunting, so on and so forth, I have several videos just recently made where I went out and was able to acquire the Brainiac skull ship from the Superpowers line, along with the Brainiac action figure, which looks pretty much identical to the Brainiac that's on the front cover of this book. There is a nice little cool actions sequence with the Brainiac skull ship. Feel free to check out my YouTube channel and see all the various videos that I have done. I do overviews, I do toy hunts, I do unboxing videos. Sometime in the future I'm hoping to do video game videos as well, do a little bit of streaming, but that's not really in the cards right away. This channel is still being built. There's still things that I would like to do that I have not had the chance to do yet. Part of it is because I work a full-time job. I work plenty of overtime whenever it's available, and other things as far as life pops up every now and then and hinders certain things that I could do with this channel. My editor and I do what we can, and we're doing our best, and hopefully someday we could pretty much do this full-time. Really appreciate the support that I already got. Go ahead and share this video with your friends. Support your local comic book, toy shop, and your brick and mortar stores. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.